Hey there, friends. I wish you a very joyous Thanksgiving. It's easy for me to think about the blessedness of CPC around Thanksgiving because it was the week of Thanksgiving that our family came to this area 13 years ago. And so I want to say that I'm so grateful for you. You are part of the way that I experience God's goodness and generosity and kindness. You help me to love God more. You help me to see what it looks like when God's love and God's hope really take root in the lives of people. God's hope and love and joy and peace are so much of what Advent is about. This year, as Christ Church, we will share Advent around the theme, "The Weary World Rejoices." Advent is such a rich season in that it gives us full permission to come to God and to be honest with ourselves about the real struggles of the real world and our real lives, but to do so in a way that doesn't just wallow in despair, because the theme of Advent is God's dawning light. That's why we put blue paraments on in our worship space. It's the color of kind of midnight blue, the blue that appears in the sky just as the light of the new day is about to dawn. And so we set our eyes on Christ, who is God's morning star, the new day coming to greet us at the end of time as the risen Lord who comes in majesty, as the one who did come in history as the baby born in the manger, but also the Lord who sends the Holy Spirit into our hearts. And so he is able to reach us in this world right now where we can feel weary, but where we can be inspired to rejoice in the promise of God's coming and the promise of God's goodness right now in our day. So I encourage you to take part in our Advent observance and really be intentional about observing a sacred Advent, which is not always easy in a world that gets so awash in the holiday festivities and some of the commercial side of Christmas. But we as the church, we can live in this world and not begrudge this world while still observing a blessed Advent that waits, that watches, that yearns, that opens our heart for a deeper kind of coming at Christmas, the coming of Christ, who is our light and our salvation. So thank you for bearing the light and salvation of Jesus to me, church. I give thanks to you for you this week and pray that you will have a blessed Thanksgiving.